Alright, so we're jumping right back into everything. We're going back into singles, and our first opponent of the day is Charlotte. Rocking out with Incin, Kyrex Shadow, Leggy, Politoed, Dracovish, and Tapu Lele. Okay, looks like an awesome team, but we gotta get the W. My goal is to get both wins in today's episode, so we definitely have to try and get both wins. That's the goal. So we're trying to look at what our opponent wants to bring. I'm trying to condition myself. Like what from what my opponent sees on my team, what's best for them to counter me. The Kyrex Shadow's coming, probably in the back. So I'm gonna let Rillaboom hang out in the back, but I'm also gonna lead Incin, just in case if it wants to come out. And then in the back with the Rillaboom. Rillaboom looks fantastic, by the way. I honestly think Xerneas is not half bad option here, so let's do it. Alright, let's get into game number 1 against Charlotte. Alright, so she actually leads with her Incineroar as well. Okay. So this will kind of give us a speed tiering as well, like whose is faster. Hers has Intimidate, so hers is going first. And okay, that's fine. Knowing the speed tiering, knowing that I'm probably slower is fine. She actually has the eject pack, so I guess as soon as she gets intimidated, I guess it automatically switches her out. If they have any stat drops, I think they automatically get switched out. So very interesting. And there's the Kyrex Shadow. Okay. Like, I know we're -1 attack, but I still feel very confident with our Darkest Lariat, right? So Astro Barrage, go for it, man. That ain't doing much, no damage at all to Incin. Okay. Yeah, let's go for that Darkest Lariat. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if I'm -6. Darkest Lariat will do the same amount of damage anyway. I'm pretty certain that's the I'm pretty sure that's how that one works. So hey, free KO. Fantastic. Either way, I mean, under restricted nonetheless. That's pretty crazy. Let me let's read Darkest Lariat real fast. It's actually pretty crazy. The user swings both arms at the target. The target stats change don't affect this attack. Okay, so it's the target stat changes. So it's like if they got like +6 defense, it really doesn't matter. Okay. Lecky. Let's go into Rillaboom. Incin, come back a little bit. I mean, hey, you're flexing a little bit, but hey, let's go into Rillaboom. Let's let Rillaboom start flexing too, because Kyrex Shadow is supposed to be a Rillaboom's matchup, and Incin just says, hey, I got this. You don't have to work today. Here, take a Thunderbolt. I know you like to take those a little bit better anyway, especially with the Assault Vest on this Rillaboom. We didn't take much damage at all. We're definitely threatening a Grassy Glide here, and I have no problem going for it, because I mean, yeah, you can go into your Incin, which they don't actually, so we're going to be able to almost pick up a KO. They go for Vote Switch, and now they're going to go into their Incin. So okay, Incin kind of comes in for free. I guess they were a little bit afraid of the high horsepower potential, but I'm okay with just going for Grassy Glide. We don't have high horsepower anyway, but they didn't know that. Now, something I do honestly think this Rillaboom will be faster, because we are adamant max attack, max speed with this Rillaboom. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I'm almost confident that we're gonna be able to outspeed. So I want to go for U-turn. This gives us damage onto the Incin. Plus, I'm able to go now back into my own Incineroar and get an Intimidate off And I mean, that's pretty nice, you know? Like, if you're wanting to go for Flare Blitz, you're not going to be doing nothing except proccing my Citrus Berry in this situation. So I definitely feel alright. He actually has Overheat, which, okay, yeah, you're doing the same thing. You're just proccing my Citrus Berry. But very interesting tech, something that you don't see often on Incineroar. Overheat Incineroar. Okay. You might have to run a team with that. You know, I mean, I'm trying to learn all these different techs that people are running. Overheat Incin. Very interesting. And we know it has the eject pack as well, so that's very nice. Very good. Very good. Go ahead and get the free damage with the fake out. Had no problem with that. And right here, it's not a bad idea to go for a parting shot, right? And just weaken his overheats even more, or whatever attack you want to go for. I don't necessarily know what you might want to do, but I'm fine with just... Yeah, you're going for parting shot too. Okay, fantastic. Whatever you're switching into, we're going to be parting shotting it, and then we're going to have a nice switch for it, which happens to be Regieleki, so, and we already knocked it down to the red. So really and truthfully, I just think we're in a good spot. We're not hurting at all. We're definitely taking charge in this game. In fact, I mean, we can go right back into Rillaboom. Get the KO, or he probably end up switching though. Knowing that you're going to be switching, we could probably U-turn actually, and then we can catch. I don't know if you would stay in, but either way, it's not much that Lecky can do to this Rillaboom, and we're at such a big advantage. I think it's pretty safe for me to just go for U-turn. Grassy terrain does go away anyway, so I'm not able to go for the grassy glide very effectively anyway, but that's fine. U-turn will give me, it keeps my momentum up. As you can see, we're keeping momentum, and that's how we're picking up our KOs in this game. U-turn. Now I can go into Xerneas. Xerneas versus Incineroar. We definitely will win that matchup. I don't even think we have to. I don't think we have to set up a Geomancy. I think all I'm wanting to do is throw some Moonblast at it. It seems like it's a very offensive Incineroar with Parting Shot. Which, I mean, I don't know in singles if everybody just runs Parting Shot or U-turn on their Incin. But this one seems like it's very offensive, knowing that it's relying on Overheat. I don't know. Very interesting. He actually does have Fake Out. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's the same reason why I run it, you know. Just to get that free damage. But yeah, you're not stopping Xerneas anytime soon. You're not stopping it with your Incin. Overheat, we'll take it. I mean, the thing is with Overheat, you're going to get weaker and weaker. Plus, for me, I tend to have a tendency to miss it a lot. So it's very unreliable. For me, maybe you have better luck with it. I don't know. But, hey, Incin's out. GG to our opponent. Let's jump over to game number 2. Second battle of today's episode, we're going up against Landorus, Tapu Fini, Torkoal, Rillaboom, Klefki, and Eternatus. Okay, last episode we lost to an Eternatus. We cannot lose to it again. Actually, we lost to the Ditto that was on the Eternatus' team. So we definitely don't want to lose to that again. I'm okay with going Blaziken here. He doesn't really have... His team doesn't look like it has anything that can really outpace Blaziken on speed. I mean... And then we can go Dracovish. I do like Dracovish and Xerneas here, right? Rillaboom does okay too, though. That's the thing. Rillaboom... Against that Tapu Fini. We don't have no answer though. So maybe Rillaboom? Zern. But then Blaziken. Blaziken has no reason to be here then. So we could actually... Let's leave Xerneas, Rillaboom, and Dracovish in the back. Blaziken has no reason because you want to baton pass your speed boost to Dracovish so that way you have the very strong Vicious Winds, you know. But our opponent's team definitely looks a little slower anyway, so I just don't think we necessarily need it. Debating too, because a lot of situations I wish I had a Focus Sash on Dracovish, which is very, very odd, you know. You're like, man, why would you want a Focus Sash on Dracovish? He's kind of bulky, you know. I know, but I've been in a few situations where I wish I had the Focus Sash over Mystic Water. So I'm at a crossroad with that a little bit. But anyway, Xerneas versus Eternatus. Okay, like, we do have Psyshock. I do want to see what they're wanting to do. I'm okay with setting up a free substitute if he doesn't want to do... If he's actually faster. Choice Scarf. Okay. So we found the Choice Scarf at the cost of our Xerneas, basically. And we don't really have a way to stop that either. I don't really want to switch into Rillaboom, do I? No, not really. So I guess we're going to have to hope that he's over-predicting or something. Jeez. Yeah. Xerneas is out. He got murdered there. So apparently, Eternatus, so far, these teams have been giving me the biggest problem. Like, the question is... Alright, so we're Assault Vest. We're gonna go for Endeavor. Trying to get this Eternatus down to like however low he ends up hitting Rillaboom. But I'm hoping Rillaboom can survive. We are Assault Vest. So we just have to hope, right? At this point. Let's go for that Endeavor. Because we got Grassy Glide. That gives us priority. That's why this Rillaboom's a little bit of a fear set, you know? This is kind of a throwback set. We live on 8 HP, guys. 8 HP. We do get them down to Grassy Glide range, I'm pretty sure. So we're still in this game. But we are hurting. We are hurting. He might switch out too. I don't know. But we're definitely not liking this situation. This is a tough situation. I was not expecting that Eternatus to be Choice Scarf, which there's a lot of learning I still gotta learn, you know. So Eternatus being Choice Scarf, I don't even know if that's common. It might be. Grassy Glide. Okay, so you're switching for Torkoal. Okay, like I'm somewhat okay seeing Torkoal here, right? That doesn't do that bad of damage either. Because we could go U-turn. We should outspeed Torkoal with U-turn. Or heck, we can even go for knockoff or something. Endeavor to get him down to about 30 HP. Let Rillaboom faint. We have no way to pick off the Eternatus though, because Dracovish is going to be a lot slower. So yeah, I'm fine with this. U-turn onto the Torkoal. Go into Dracovish. Eat an Eruption. Eat whatever, right? And then we'll have to just hope. Eruption. Okay, that's fine. We 4 times resist that, by the way. So we're fine there. I guess in a way we're somewhat threatening a KO, right? I mean, we definitely move first. Don't really know who you may have in the back. But I'm fine with going for Vicious Wind. We got Mystic Water, so it kind of takes the sun out of it. So we're just... So, okay, yeah, you switch. Okay, that's fine. Who are you going into? Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini. Okay, so I mean, it's definitely going to take this attack relatively well, obviously. We can't really go into Rillaboom, because if he goes for Moonblast, Rillaboom's literally at 30 HP right now. Hate to say it. This one's looking a little tough. We'll go for Socket Fangs, because I think that's our only major attack that we can go for. Yeah, and that still doesn't do that much damage. Right here, we're able to go into Rillaboom. We actually survive, which is fine. It's good, because that gives us more damage onto the Tapu Fini. But my biggest problem is we have no damage for the Torkoal. You know, if Dracovish goes down, obviously. The Choice Scarf and the Enchantress really caught me off guard again, actually. Like, we went up against two of them in the we went up against one in the last time we played singles, and now we go up against this team. Enchantress is apparently my kryptonite a little bit, you know? I mean, it makes sense because we are a Xerneas team. But still, I gotta find an answer. Okay, so we definitely can threaten the Grassy Glide here. So that's what we're gonna go for. If you're going out to Torkoal, I don't know if that's the right call. Like, I'm pretty sure it is, though, but there's that little bit of hope, I guess, for me, you know, because I could go for Endeavor and maybe be able to pick up a KO onto this Torkoal the following turn, you know, hoping that he doesn't KO me with the Eruption or something, you know. Overheat. GG to our opponent. Our opponent played very, very well. What I've noticed is it's just a complete board situation. If you have a Fire, Water, Grass team, you know, that's what our opponent is basically rocking out with, and they were able to take the W. Good game to our opponent.